I was hoping that I would hear from my twin flame today, but I don't think I'm going to. Probably the reason why I'm not going to, it has to do with the fact that I'm hoping for it. I have to get to a place where I can wipe my hands and say, okay, it's done, it's over. It wasn't what I thought it was. And then all of a sudden, that's when everything will happen. I've heard in several messages, tarot readings and astrologers, that this week could be a powerful connecting time for twin flames. Not so much now. More likely next weekend, after Mercury is direct again and we're out of that energy. But I guess one way or the other, I'm gonna be shown by the weekend whether I've just been mistaken again or not. Does it matter that I was mistaken? No. If indeed that is the case, that relationship or union or whatever it was I had with this person served its purpose. It woke me up. It dragged me out of my home when I was satisfied with being there alone and not out in the world anymore. It made me realize that even though I hadn't been in a relationship for 7 years, that all of the disorder and problems in my past relationships hadn't been resolved. It was just that I was not participating anymore. It made me realize I could love again. And, I love, but love to that extent. I don't know that I've ever loved to that extent. And I don't know that I've forgiven to that extent either. I think that's why I keep thinking that whether or not we ever meet again in this lifetime, she was, if not the one, the twin flame, she was definitely somebody important that reminded me of how important I was. And I think I can understand now why she reacted to my energy so much, because I didn't believe I had it in me. I was looking to her for support, and you know, she reminded me a lot of my mom. And I realized through this that as much as I love my mom, there was definitely a barrier between she and I. She was not very demonstrative, and you know, she had a lot of things that happened in her life that helped make her that way, I guess. So I guess, you know, I clung to this person I consider my twin flame for all kinds of reasons. You know, loneliness, abandonment, and that was the last person that could deal with those issues. Because she had the same intimacy problems that my mom had. And I don't mean intimacy in the sexual sense. I mean intimacy in the open yourself up and be demonstrative and vulnerable. I'm given the impression that being vulnerable was a bad thing, and the more contact I had with my twin flame, the more vulnerable I became, and I allowed myself to. And I think it just scared her away. I don't know what she thought that I wanted from her. What I wanted from her she couldn't give me anyway, because it's stuff that I needed to find in myself. So in that sense she was right. Anyway. Whatever it may be, I have a sense that by this weekend I'll have turned the page. I don't know why, but that's how I feel. I think it's going to be settled. It's going to be settled one way or the other. And if not, I think by the weekend, but if not the weekend, by the end of the month. Something is going to give.